Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
Lisa.
Justin.
And Lisa's back! Yay!
Boo.
Can't get rid of me that easy.
Boo.
Right. Lisa did obviously catch up before coming in today, and we did have a little text message thread that I didn't really respond to at all, where Justin and Lisa were bouncing ideas off each other. So Justin was throwing his idea that he thinks that Noah is Charlotte's father.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mostly was going on.
Now, what was the reasoning behind that? Just because of his shocked look at the pages?
That combined with the fact that there's clearly something going on with Charlotte's parents, because I had been wondering that anyways.
Okay.
Who her parents were, because we know everybody else.
Don't you think he would know he was her father and wouldn't need to look at the pages?
What?
Don't you think he would know he was her father and wouldn't?
I don't
need to
think
look at
that's
the
what he
pages?
saw on the pages. I think something is going to happen to Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I would have taken it too, if that is the case.
So you think something's going to happen to Charlotte,
yes.
And you think that Noah is her father?
Correct.
Still, any prospects on the mother?
There's just possibles. Possibly we could have a Game of Thrones incest situation, and Agnes is also.
Ooh.
Yeah, and no one. I mean, it's possible they're not even blood related.
That
So who
is
knows
true,
what's there? They don't look very much alike.
Oh, Agnes and Noah.
Yeah,
and
it
they just
seems
say
like
they're brother and sister.
the show leans in pretty hard on at least getting people who decently look the same when they're related. So
I don't know if Magnus really looks too much like Mikkel and Martha.
Yeah.
but he's got the same like hair color and
Does he? I thought he was more blonde.
I think it's dyed. His are darker.
Yeah,
What
so
else do we
possibly
talk about?
Agnes. The mother I'm still working on, but or perhaps the mother isn't alive. I mean, it's not like they're afraid to introduce a new character.
Yeah.
Right?
So
It's true.
very possible we've never
Surprise! The mother is, you haven't even
a
known.
new person from in 1894.
Was that? Oh,
That was the
thread,
main.
the text thread.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
main. Yeah.
All the things that Justin
Justin
was.
It's always me, just throwing out.
Charlotte's nose kid.
My theories have theories. That's how many theories I have.
Yeah, I just recently posted episode 4 of season 1, and people are like, "Wow, he was really off with thinking that Noah was Mads."
Yeah.
But I did at one point think that Mads was the one that came back.
Yeah.
And then I kind of changed.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's hard to know. Yeah, I really liked episodes.
Because it's like one thing happens that makes me think. I'm like, oh. What does
So
that mean?
after today, there's only going to be 3 episodes left. We're going to be watching episodes 4 and 5 right now. So anything you want to mention before going into this one, or shall we just hop right in?
I say we just go for it.
Los Gates.
Hey,
It's way back in time.
was ist denn mit dem passiert?
Ich will nur nach Hause.
Vielleicht ist er ein Heimkehrer.
Du warst zu essen vertragen.
Das passt schon, danke.
Unsinn. Die Anna hat ein Herz für so welche wie dich. Komm.
Agnes, geh und sag Erna Bescheid. Na lauf.
Ich weiß, es klingt eigenartig. Aber welches Jahr haben wir?
1921.
Was perfekt zusammen. Ich hab nie etwas anderes.
How about that?
It wasn't Jonas this time.
Wasn't you? Dreaming of your nephew D.
Ja. Frau Doktor hat angerufen, hat sich krank gemeldet. Was sagt sie denn? Das hat sie nicht gesagt. Moment mal. Sie sind Herr Wöller, richtig? Ja. Dann haben wir heute das Anliegen. Sie haben noch ein Auto.
Why does this guy not have a car?
Wunderbar.
I think it's a tactic.
Yeah, Probably.
Maybe he didn't want to get a rental when coming into this place.
I think the department would pay for it though. Job expense, write it off.
Like, especially at this point, given how important the magnitude of the case.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he could have gotten a car. That's why I'm positive this is a tactic.
The
Yeah.
magnitude of 3 missing children.
And an old man.
And
an older man.
And an older man, yeah.
5 missing people within the span of a couple of weeks.
And
Okay.
2 old men, technically. One old and one older.
I mean, the town's population decreased by 20%. They've got to.
Almost has that John Wick look.
Yeah, he's got that, like, skinny buff body. Doesn't got nose back, though. He's been skipping back day.
Ich hatte dich mir anders vorgestellt.
Warum hast du das gerade gesagt? Was soll das heißen?
Warum haben Sie den Namen Ihrer Frau angenommen?
Ich verstehe nicht.
Ziemlich ungewöhnlich in der damaligen Zeit.
Die Tiedemanns haben diese Stadt geprägt. Besonders Reginas Mutter.
Wie ist Ihr richtiger Name?
Köhler. Alexander Köhler.
Du erpresst jemanden. Wer bist du eigentlich?
If you only knew.
That's the least of it, though.
Du bist der Mann aus dem Hotel, von dem Regina erzählt hat. Wer sind diese Menschen?
Well, I can tell you who everybody is, because I know everybody. Okay, you might not know.
Der Mann hier, der Priester. Weißt du, wer das ist?
Er gehört zu Ihnen.
Was soll das? Zu wem?
Zu Sigmundus. Zu den Reisenden.
Ihr Mann hat sich letztes Jahr umgebracht. Sie aufgehängt. Eigentlich hat hier niemand verstanden, warum sie ihn geheiratet hat. Sie ist sehr hübsch. Hätte jeden haben können.
Sie hat Traunt und mir gesagt, was wir machen müssen. Claudia Tiedemann. Sie kannte die genauen Zeiten und wann das passiert. Was hat sie uns gegeben?
Da steht alles drin. Über die Kinder. Wer verschwunden ist und
Dinge über Zeitreisen. Die letzten Seiten wurden ausgerissen.
Was soll die Scheiße hier? Wo sind Mikkel und Ulrich? Katharina, es stimmt, was sie sagt. Du hältst deine Fresse. Keiner hat dich um deine Meinung gebeten.
Charlotte hat recht.
Noch einer. Wer bist denn du? Bist du ihr Neuer?
Ich bin Jonas. Ihr Sohn. Und dein Enkel.
I mean, really,
Yeah.
most
No,
people.
that's a fair reaction.
was machst du hier?
Was machst du hier?
functional for another 66 years.
33. It's functional in 1953.
Is it? Oh, that's right. That's
Was ist das denn?
Was ist das?
Lass das geht dich einen Scheißdreck an.
Wenn du mit Micke oder Papa irgendwas zu tun hast, dann bring ich dich um.
Das packen wir ein.
Und den?
Den lassen wir hier. Dann ändert er vielleicht seine Meinung.
Yeah, this is brutal.
just a bunch of violent ass
Was würden
people.
Sie eigentlich von der ganzen Sache? Was ist eigentlich mit Ihrem Auge passiert?
The biggest question.
Also, letzten Sommer ist
Just never tell you.
Bastards.
It's like the ass in a honeycomb.
I once walked into a brothel. What is the punchline?
Finally, somebody's looking at the picture. Finally.
Sie ist noch nicht offen. Es wird noch fast 32 Jahre dauern, bis sie sich öffnet.
Du weißt also davon.
Sie warten auf dich.
Wer wartet auf mich?
Sigmundus.
Er hat gesagt, es gibt ein Schlupfloch.
Wer?
Anna,
Wer ist Anna?
der Anführer von Sigmundus.
Die Leute auf dem Foto. Die Reisenden.
Ja. Er will, dass der letzte Zyklus beginnt. In 3 Tagen. Ich muss ihn stoppen.
Was ist das?
Adam wird ihn auf den Weg schicken, der für ihn vorbestimmt ist. Damit der letzte Zyklus beginnen kann.
Das Reisen geht nicht spurlos an einem vorbei. Der menschliche Körper ist auf Dauer nicht dafür geschaffen. Keine Sorge, es wird ein Ende finden. Das ist unausweichlich. Dein Ende, mein Ende. Bei genauerer Betrachtung jedermanns Ende.
Wer sind Sie?
Kannst du dir das nicht denken?
Thought so.
Das kann nicht sein.
Ich bin du. Jeder Stein ist wieder da, wo er hingehört. Jeder an seinem Bestimmungsort. Jetzt fehlt nur noch ein kleiner Schubs.
Hey Google, stop. Okay.
Did not see Adam being Jonas.
I thought so.
Did you?
At what point was it during this episode that started kind of percolating?
Well, yeah, that. I started thinking back to the fact that Jonas was the centerpiece of Claudia's thing, and then I realized that if they knew what Jonas is doing and they're just letting him do it, I was like, it must lead him to that. And then when the stranger said what he said about Claudia, that was like foreshadowing him.
Yeah. Where he was like, she was trying to fight him, but she
became everything she wanted to fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is the stranger still trying to fight it, or is he is he already on the path to becoming Adam, or do you think he's still fighting against it?
I think he thinks he's still fighting against it, but maybe not, because he's done some dirt already by locking himself out, letting Mikhail stay. Things he could have stopped and he chose not to. So
yeah,
maybe the stranger's playing them all right now.
So interesting stuff. Interesting things to think about. Maybe not as big of a reveal as Stranger being Jonas or Mikkel being Michael, but I mean, yeah, it definitely adds another layer to the show as far as, oh shit, he's fighting against himself this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, he thinks he's fighting,
yeah. But like by this logic, the stranger also knows who he becomes. So
yeah,
like it's bizarre.
Trying to fight determinism, like this episode specifically, they started mentioning a lot more as is predetermined, as is predetermined. So, is it possible to actually break the cycle?
I've been long thinking it isn't, because everything they're doing is just causing it. Even when Ulrich thought he could break the cycle, he just added a crucial piece of it.
Right. So now Noah was saying to younger Noah, he's going to go to Adam, and Adam will have him begin the last cycle. They also started mentioning that more. So, the last cycle. So it seems like they may be trying to start something over again, or start get rid of it all. But Adam is saying, now we've got Jonas, Stranger Jonas, and Adam Jonas. So
we got a lot going on. We got Jonas, Adam Jonas, and Stranger Jonas. We got Noah, younger Noah. We're all over the place here.
So Adam Jonas is talking to Jonas and saying, if we do begin the last cycle, it'll be the end of you, it'll be the end of me, and if we look at things closely, everybody. So, do you really want to go through with it?
Yeah. I mean, another thing that kind of got me triggered was the name Jonas.
Because it's biblical also.
Biblical, and then if you know Jonas, that was what I was thinking about this whole episode, because I was like, okay, Noah's name being Noah now made sense. Why he chose that name, Adam's name. I was like, okay, obviously he started all of this. So then I was like, Jonas, by that same logic, Jonas was swallowed by the whale because he was running from his destiny.
Right.
So I was like, okay, he's probably Adam, because that would be running from your destiny.
Yeah.
That's funny though. It's just nonstop.
Yeah.
It's just nonstop.
So
all of a sudden somebody's gonna pop out and say that they're Egon.
He's in 1921 right now, with him from presumably 66 years from now. The portal is not open, or the cave thing is not open for at least another 32 years.
Yep.
So
he's stuck there unless he could get a hold of a case.
Right. Well, and older Noah seems to be able to have a way to get.
Older Noah definitely has a way of time traveling. He has.
Well, and he gave Bartosz a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Bartosz doesn't have the case anymore. Bartosz in a cave, tied up in a cave. So Nielsen's showing their violent streak again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is some way of time traveling. So Jonas could always get a hold of something and escape them, but for now he's stuck there.
But what does escape really mean if he ends up becoming Adam?
But maybe he thinks that he could still change it, because this whole time, I mean, even the stranger thing, assuming we believe he is actually trying to change things now at this point, thinks that he can change things. But I'm inclined to think he is because of what Noah was saying about him to Bartos. Because Noah was referring to the stranger as though he was still on the path of, I'm going to change all this.
Right.
And he was saying...
Yeah, it says...
He doesn't realize yet that he's actually just causing
all of it to start over again, yeah.
Yeah.
And then... Oh, let's see what else happened this episode. Claudia, being in 2019, jumping 33 years in the future, now having been born in 1986. Obviously, technology was a little bit different back then. It's a little bit of a culture shock to just be like, "Hey, where's the keyboard?" You know, and just trying to figure stuff out.
The computers were barely functional back then.
Yeah, very, very.
So she went from that to like
the little flip flop
iPad where everything's digitized.
Yeah, and it's like, "Where's the keyboard?" There is none. Just touch the screen.
I guess her story is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to see her turn into the older version.
Right. So she was looking up basically her family's past, being like, wait, who the hell is Alexander Tiedemann? Because I didn't know anyone by that name when I was alive, and it turns out that she found out that he took Regina's name. Yeah. She found out that her dad dies of... what did it say?
It's just that he
was found dead in his apartment. Yeah. Did you catch the date on that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
1987, I think June.
It was like June 26th.
Yeah.
Which the apocalypse is the 27th.
Yeah, day before the apocalypse.
So June 26th is when Egon Tiedemann dies. So that's soon, because I think this episode was the 24th.
Yeah.
And if things go linearly, you know, like...
Which is making me think Egon might get murdered.
Okay.
Which I had that thought because it's happening so soon, which seems like too much.
He does have cancer.
He does, but he's finding out a lot. He's actually putting together a lot of the pieces of the puzzle. So I think he might actually have been killed.
Okay.
He does have cancer, which it's possible that he's going to kick the bucket, but. I don't know, it seems a little convenient that he died the day before the apocalypse when he's just now started to be competent for the first time in his life.
Yeah.
Maybe
Claudia got lucky. She never got cancer. She just died of a shotgun blast at a nice old age.
Mm-hmm. Good old-fashioned way to go. Her daughter not so lucky.
Yeah, her daughter has cancer. Her dad has cancer. Working at that power plant. Granted, I guess her dad didn't work at the power plant.
Her grandson got beat up and is
stuck in the caves. The Tiedemans just can't catch a break.
Oh, and he also got hit with a pickaxe by Noah.
Like, I kind of feel sorry for the Tiedemans, you know, because like stuff just kind of happens to Egon, and yeah, kind of part of it's his own fault for just being stupid and not being able to put things together. But then, you know, Regina, you know, just getting cancer. Bartosz just getting stuck up with Noah
and murdered with an axe. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, yeah, potentially being.
That was Bartosz. If that's Jonas, that other guy was definitely fucking Bartosz.
Okay.
Because now that line about him saying Bartosz is always naive, now that makes even more sense because that was his best friend growing up, so he knows him well.
Okay.
It's definitely Bartosz. He got murdered with the pickaxe.
Clausen, the special investigator, starting to be like, hey, nobody in this town is telling me the truth, damn it. Y'all are hiding shit.
I think maybe
hiding stuff.
Maybe his plan with the car rides is one-on-one time with his team, even because he doesn't even trust his team
and chop them to make it awkward
and just
to see the kind of things he can like break eggs and like stuff like I don't know, like I feel like it
try and like catch them in a line. Like, oh yeah, I see.
And they're all because right like they're distracted, you know, like that. I feel like it's the technique to like, all right, they're trying to focus on the road simultaneously while still trying to figure out ways to lie to me.
Yeah.
And
I love how they were trying to have Voller tell the story of how the thing happened to his eye, and of course, like they just almost run over Claudia.
He's like, okay, but you can't tell anybody. I was like,
oh, it's gonna be good.
Where is this going? I was like, this has got to be good.
And I already told Justin that as far as I know, and I've watched obviously the entire second season, they don't reveal it this season, spoiler, but I think it's just kind of a running gag because I read online that the actor himself actually had an accident And
So they just ran.
Did I already tell you this, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay, I already
You
did tell you
once,
guys. Okay,
yeah.
I think
So
we might have talked about it.
and they were like, "Oh, let's just throw this in there."
All right, yeah, because like everyone on the forums were just like, "What's with his eye? What's with his eye?"
So
like,
that was like
let's
one
just-
of the first things I said. I was like, "What happened to this guy's eye?"
It's like let's just like sprinkle this in there and just like fuck with people and not tell them. So we'll find out if they ever eventually tell what happened, but it could just be another ass and honeycomb.
If Jonas is Adam, Hannah is definitely Eve.
Okay.
Because Eve is evil.
Because you're saying Jonas is gonna fuck his mom.
Yes. At this point, why not?
Why not?
What is time? What is bloodlines anymore? They're all mixed together anyway.
I mean, oh god, Katarina thought that he was her new lover. She's like, "Who's this guy? Your new lover?" So,
well, in her defense, she doesn't have the highest opinion of Hannah's promiscuity,
with very good reason.
Well, fair, but I mean, that's why she's gonna make assumptions like that.
But yeah, Hannah may be manipulatively evil, but all Nielsen's are just violently, just aggressive.
I always stand by. I could deal with the violence, like you get into a scrap, whatever. You can survive that. Hannah does to you,
beat a kid over the head with a rock,
dude. You could survive that. That's just that's just physical harm. Hannah tried to get this man locked up for rape and told a very convincing lie on how to do it.
And don't forget, last season before he went
she's
missing,
blackmailing Alexander.
She told Alexander Tiedemann to just be like, "Hey, by the way, I want you to destroy Ulrich Nielsen."
That's way worse. That is way worse. Like what? Like somebody just trying to beat you up. You can survive that. Like it's fine. It's just physical harm. What she wants to do, she'll destroy your credit, and then all of a sudden you lose your home and stuff like that. Like that's that. She's that type of person.
Yeah,
that's some next level evil. She wants permanent damage done to you. She won't just be satisfied.
Ulrich did some permanent damage to Helga.
He did, but.
And he was actually trying to kill him.
He was trying to kill him, fair. But is it better to be killed or to live in prison because Hannah lied and said something crazy to get you locked up for life?
Katarina bailed him out and said, "Hey, he didn't rape me."
That's the only reason why he got out. Luckily, she was not sometimes in some cases, when people are pressured, especially young people, all of a sudden, she'll start being afraid of her parents or something like that.
Yeah.
And Ulrich's ass could have still been sitting in there.
So we've only got 4 episodes left this season. You're halfway done. Does it feel like the halfway point?
No.
Where do you think things will go?
No. There's no end in sight at this point.
It's just what? What's
we still don't even know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have vague biblical-esque descriptions of what they're trying to do.
The apocalypse is in 3 days.
We in no way have specifics of what the point of any of this is.
We know Egon's dying in 2 days. The apocalypse is in 3 days.
But we don't even know exactly what that entails. We don't know what is supposed to happen forward. We don't know what's supposed to happen with the prophecy that they're talking about in the future.
Keep in mind, there is a whole nother season left.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. There's no.
Although I guess actually we are 1.5 seasons in of a 3-season show, so we are literally at the halfway point right now. So everything that you've seen up to this point is this is about the halfway mark of the entire show, and a lot of shit's happened. Like you've said before, that these episodes are very densely packed.
They are. That episode felt so long. I thought when they were doing the montage, that was the end of the episode, and then I was kind of hoping it was so that I could say on camera that Jonas is definitely Adam, but then I was like, oh no, they're just going to reveal it.
You should just start saying it in the middle of
Well, I don't want to ruin it just in case it was right and Lisa's sitting there before she gets to see it. But I had the thought. I did have
because that also happened with the Mikkel thing.
Yeah.
I had the thought in the middle of the episode, you're just like, well, I'll talk about it at the end, and then they reveal it. It's like, damn it!
Yeah, I was like, I hope they don't reveal it. Just so I have one chance to just say this. But it's fine.
Just say it next time. Just say it during the episode so I can edit it in there if it's right no, I'll edit it in there if it's wrong too.
That way.
Just more fun. I love predictions.
That's true. Fair.
That's what kind of the point of a reaction channel is. So, anywho. Anything else from the episode? We talked about Claudia searching up the past.
The kids have the suitcase.
Claudia found out that she just randomly disappears. That she stays gone from 1986. Like
it's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy at that point.
Yeah.
Because like you just feel like, oh, I'm never going back. It says it here. So like
you saw a young Agnes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did. And it does seem like she at least has known Noah since they were children. So
yeah.
The them actually
is that the orphanage that because remember you don't think that Agnes and Noah are actually siblings because they said something about the orphanage or whatever.
Yeah, and Tranta was from an orphanage.
Oh yeah, Tranta, right? It
was Tranta, mainly Tranta. I don't think Tranta's Agnes's actual kid.
Okay.
Or possibly not her actual kid.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, that was something we talked about when you were not here, I think.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So yeah, I think we should probably get into episode 5 right now, which means we need to sign off for this episode.
Yes.
Auf Wiedersehen.